Hello everyone and welcome back to Spectacle Island. This is the co-op multiplayer with Nordic Farming. Morning Nordic. Yep, this is episode number 5 and today we have a few more jobs on the schedule. First and foremost, I need to clear out this area so I can get the Massey Ferguson out of here. So I'm going to get the old chainsaw out and start cutting up a few trees. This seems to be a morning ritual. Not sure if that actually cleared anything from there, but we shall see. Oh, Nordic's off in the vent, and I'm going to clear this tree, which I'm hoping is going to clear the rest of this space out. There we go. Oh my goodness. There was a gold bar hidden in the rubble. And we found it. That's going to be worth a few bob. Just going to leave that there. Hopefully no one's going to steal it. Right, let's get on. So first job, we are jumping in the Massey Ferguson. This is the new tractor that Nordic bought last session with the proceeds from our crop. Looks very, very nice. Got a nice interior too. Cool. So first job for today, we have some sunflowers in the storage and we're going to need a bit of money to be able to purchase some equipment that we're going to need to mow field number 4. In a previous session we obviously cleared out field number 4, which is here on the map. We cleared out the trees and yeah, we planted grass so we could have a grass field for some of the animal purposes we're going to need in the future. But we have some sunflowers in storage and we're not going to need them for anything else, so best thing is to sell them to get a few bits of extra money to give us some equipment funds. So let's get the sunflowers in there, 9,000 litres, and the best price for them is the sunflower oil factory, which is all the way over here. So yeah, bit of a drive. We're going to go over the waterways, probably past the soy milk factory, and get it delivered. So I'm going to head off and I will see you there. Right, so here we are on the furthest northeasterly island, and I'm just going to tag the sunflower oil factory so we make sure we get the right place. Dead ahead, and let's sell our 9,471 litres. Nice, 34,282. That's really going to help going towards the equipment for the mower, and also we're going to need tedder and a windrower to be able to turn the grass into hay, which we'll need for the animals, and then also the windrower for making nice neat swaths for our baler. But the next job is the field which we harvested the soybean for. Well, Nordic actually harvested the soybean. We baled the soybean straw. That needs to be ploughed. We didn't get a chance to plough it when we put in the soybean, but this time we are. So next job is back to the farm. Same route back. Going to jump in the Schluter, get the plough, and head over to field number 12 to get it ploughed. So I will see you there. Okay, so we're coming up to field number 12 and we're about to cross into Nordic. Better move over, heading past. So he has taken the bales which we loaded up from this field last time to the barn store, which is just at the top of this map here, the straw barn. And it looks like he has loaded up the remaining straw bales on the small bale trailer, which you can see just through the trees there with the fence attached. So those straw bales are going to be kept for our animal needs, and yeah, we've sold the rest to help towards the funds needed for the grass equipment, so the mower, tedder and the windrower, which we will be purchasing later. Yep, here we are at field number 12. As we can see, we don't have the... it needs ploughing as part of the periodic ploughing. So yeah, we didn't get the benefits of having it ploughed when we had the soybean in it. But for this crop, we are definitely going to get all of those benefits. And going to start on this side of the field and test out our plough. Very nice. Cool, so the crop that we are going to look to put in this field, field number 12, is barley. Reason being, after we've looked at getting some horses, we're going to also look into getting some chickens. And we have a tiny bit of wheat and barley in the store, but not enough to satisfy the needs of the chickens for a long time. Very easy to not break and go over the cliff here, so I better be careful. So yeah, that's the plan. Gonna seed this with barley after we've got it ploughed up nicely, and we limed it last time for the soybean, so it's not going to need liming. It needs liming every 3 harvests. But yeah, our seeder will need to feed the barley and fertilise it as well. Cool. So I'm going to crack on with this. Probably going to do 2 headlands and then start doing some rows. Game just a little bit jumpy on the multiplayer, but we shall manage. Right. I'll see you when we're done. finishing off this little strip, and then we've got the full field ploughed. Nice. The textures of the plough direction are sometimes a little bit awkward, and it is a oddly shaped field, so yeah, it didn't always look like the plough lines were following where I was going, but I guess that's just the game and also multiplayer. Oh, looks like Nordic is here, and kindly bought us a trailer of seed and fertilizer, which we're going to need for when we're seeding. So I'm going to take the Schluter back to the farm. I think Nordic has been busy. He's purchased a horse paddock, which yeah, we're going to obviously be using in the future soon, and our horses will have a nice life there. Just topping up with seed and also fertilizer whilst we're here. But Nordic did kindly drop off a trailer of seed and fertilizer at the field for us. There we go, nice and full. Nordic is off to the shop to buy a second seed drill, just so we can both seed at the same time. So let's head back to field number 12 and start seeding our barley. Right, so at field number 12, and just taking a look at the field, the pH value is still good, and I think after the next harvest it'll probably go down to okay, but then after that we will need to lime it again, as we would have had 3 harvests out of it. But the nitrogen is 0, so yeah, we definitely need to seed and fertilise at the same time. And we've got barley selected, and that is the crop we are going to be putting in. So let's start off. So this seeder can direct drill, which is handy, so we can feed onto ploughed ground and we don't have to cultivate it. I am liking the Massey Ferguson. It is a drop nose model, and last time I said it obviously comes with a front loader, but I thought Nordic had purchased the front attacher as well, but I don't think he did, but we can upgrade that in the garage later on when we want to. Oh, so one strip done. Let's just do a little burn, and similar, but starting from the opposite side, we'll do a couple of headlands and then move into our rows to get this barley planted. Used nearly 30% fertilizer already, so yeah, the field is needing the fertilizer. And as we can see on the help menu, precision farming is working to add in 120 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. Cool. So I'm going to set about finishing off this job, and I will see you when we are done. Okay, so we have finished seeding field number 12 with barley, and yeah, the mix in texture is down to the running out of fertilizer. I'm going to have to get the bredel spreader back with fertilizer. I couldn't really afford to keep going back and forwards to the farm to grab fertilizer. The hopper on this seeder is very small, so yeah, wasn't going to work out particularly well. Well, that's pretty handy. The seed drills coupled together so we can take them back to the farm. How handy. Okay, so equipment back at the farm. Nordic and I are now going to journey over to the shop to buy our new grass equipment. So a mower and also a tedder, as we're going to convert the grass into hay to make hay bales for the benefit of our animals. Looking like I'm low on fuel, so I better fuel up where I can. Okay, so here is our new equipment. I'm going to take the windrower, as I've only got the rear attachment, but yeah, Nordic has got the front attacher and can take the tedder and the mower. Quick look at what we got. So we've got the Fella Ramos 3670 mower, the Fella Sanos 8608 tedder, and then the Fella Duras 1502 windrower, which should be pretty good. So let's go on to field number 4, where we can start doing our grass work. Right, so made it to the field. Nordic has started mowing, so we will drop the windrow off. We've got it all serviced up. Needed to go back to the farm to fuel it, or to fuel the tractor and service the windrower. Get the old tedder going, folded. Oh, it's quite wide, so it's a good thing that Nordic did get started. So let's turn it on and lower it, and then we can drive nice and slow to make sure we don't catch up too much with Nordic. He's going to have to do 2 laps in the time it takes us to do 1. Based on the width of the mower. The Fendt is a bit more powerful than the Massey, so as you can tell, when we were driving to the shop, it's a bit quicker than the one I'm driving, but nonetheless I think we ought to drop the cruise speed down a little bit. So we're not going to catch up with him anytime soon. What's he getting on? Well, he's about half ahead of me. Oh, don't want to miss any bits. Of course, Nordic will need to get past me, so let me just stop here, move out his way. And then we can resume. I'll have to go over just that outer edge again, just to ted that row. Good that Nordic is maximising the grass that he's cutting. We want as much hay as possible. So we're going to get this job done together, and probably see you when we're finished. Okay, so Nordic and I have finished mowing and tedding. We took turns, and now it is time for windrowing and baling. So Nordic's going to start off with windrowing, and I'm going to be running the baler. So I think this is a windrower that just pushes to one side rather than sort of collect up the middle, if you see what I mean. And we'll be trying to follow as closely behind as we possibly can. So let's get the baler unfolded. The John Deere 690. It's a very good baler. I do like this one. Be interesting to see how the Fendt handles it. The Pluto did struggle slightly in the previous one, where we were collecting the soybean straw. Look at that. In action. Very nice. I will probably wait for him to do pass in the opposite direction, so we can then collect up one big swath. Okay, so we're just going to follow like this. So let's get the baler lined up. It is turned on, and try and follow as best as possible the swath that Nordic creates. Here we go. Hay is coming in, but I think the first bale is going to be soybean straw, as that's what was left in the baler. And I should check, I think we've got 8,000 litres still set. Okay, so we have finished windrowing and baling field number 4. We took turns again with the windrowing and the baling. A couple of little buggets that hit me whilst I was playing, and just sort of didn't quite lower and raise the windrower as I was expecting, but nonetheless managed to do a relatively neat job. And yeah, just returning the equipment back to the farm, the windrower and the baler. Cool, so equipment back, and we will just park up for the night in the usual shed. It's been a long day. We obviously ploughed field number 12 to begin with, and then we went on to seed that with barley. We need to go back tomorrow and do more fertilising using the bredel. And then, yeah, we moved on to the grass work. Bought the mower, the tedder, and also the windrower to collect up the hay bales. Oh, I don't know what Nordic was just doing there. But yeah, time to finish up. So hope you've enjoyed watching. Do check out Nordic's channel to see his perspective of the video. But a big thank you for any likes, subscribes. If you've got any tips, tricks, or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. But yeah, hope to catch you next time, and I'll see you then. Cheers then. Bye bye.